We're currently at 30% profit from Thomas PJ on eToro's CopyTrader. It's down from last week, but the market has been incredibly volatile. But that is just one trader in this account, and that is why you diversify. Kevin Bando is currently up at 17.8%, and this portfolio is starting to get exciting. Today, I'm going to break down all of the 15 investors that I'm currently copying through eToro's CopyTrader feature. I'm going to tell you about the top performers, the losers, the ones that I've removed, and how you can use this CopyTrader feature yourself. I do this update weekly, so please do subscribe, follow, like, and stay tuned, because this can be really helpful if this is a feature that you're considering using yourself. So to start with, this feature is completely free. It's one of eToro's main USPs. It's one of their main features that I'm currently trialing in the demo account because I want to become a popular investor myself. And to do that, unfortunately, I can't copy other popular investors. But I have a lot of friends who use this, so I launch these every week so they can stay tuned to find out who is best to follow. For those of you that are new here, the CopyTrader feature allows you to copy popular investors, people that really know what they're doing, so that whenever they buy a stock, say Apple, you buy a stock. Whenever they sell, you sell. It's completely autonomous, so you can be hands-off, go and enjoy your day, live your life, and know that there's a professional looking after your investments for you, instead of being hands-on all the time and being emotional about the situation. These guys are trained to do this. And best of all, one of the reasons I love this, it's a completely free feature. You don't have to pay anything. You just sign up to eToro, you go to your CopyTrader, you find a great popular investor, you copy them, and it's hands off. You leave it to do what it needs to do. But we will come to that very, very soon, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So let's jump over to the eToro screen and break down the actual results in more detail. So as you can see here, as of today, I am now copying 15 popular investors in total, which has given me a good spread of strategies. Now, if I was to go live on this, I would not be copying 15. It's a lot. I'll say anywhere between 2 and 5. 5 maximum is more than enough. But in the demo, this is a great way to trial over a period of months who is doing well. Some of the things I always look for is someone that is actively trading. So if it's holding time of between 2 to 6 months, that's really what you want. You want people that are in and out of trades, not all the time, but often. So I invested $250 into each one, apart from Kevin Bando, because I messed up when I initially did it. Thomas is currently sitting at 30%, which is down from last week, but that's okay. It was a bumpy week in the market anyway. Triangular Capital is currently at 22%, which is actually up by around 3%. He mostly invests in the EU market. So this week, the USA has been impacted quite heavily with a large pullback in the SP 500 and a lot of tech and AI stocks. Because he's not in them, he's actually up. So bravo to Triangular Capital. He is killing it this week. Mariano Pardo, he's around the same. He's around 18% last week as well. You've also got Kevin Bando, who I mentioned at the start of this, at 17.8%. He's doing incredibly well, mostly focused on the US market as well. And then you've got CPH Equities at 14.86%. These guys are always doing incredibly well. You can see here, VIX Gold. I've then got Bayeris, Stefan, Gaurav, all of these people here, they're all really new, okay? I started investing in them about a week ago now. So they're fairly fresh to the portfolio. I wouldn't judge them on the negative percentage there because it's been 1 week. It's gonna take months for them to really get into the swing of things. You've got to remember, some of these popular investors that started, say bought a piece of stock or bought Apple or whatever else 6 months ago, if they bought it 6 months ago and they haven't bought any more since then and you go and copy them, it's going to open your position now at the current price, not 6 months ago. So I always look for people that are a little bit more active, and I'll show you what I mean. If you come up to Thomas here and you click on his profile, click on his head, click on his display picture, not his head. Go to stats and scroll down. Down the bottom here, you've got 2.5 months of average holding time. So he's actively in and out of positions. If you go to his portfolio, let's do IAG as an example. Look, he's still got some in there that he's held for a good period of time, but you'll see that he opens them, and if you go to history as well, that he sells quite often as well, okay? If you go to history here, there you go. So look, he's sold loads of City recently. Whoa. Which for me means that there's an indication that something is going to be happening. Whoa, he dumped it all. Fair play. Okay, well, he knew something was coming. And when was that? 5 days ago. Probably should have looked at his profile. Mine took a battering. Well done, Thomas. You smashed it, mate. So he's done really, really, really well. That is definitely something I'll keep an eye open for. Now, if you want to start copying, go to your CopyTrader on the left-hand side there. It will come up to this window where you've got the most copied by sectors. You've got the market outperformers, focused on ETFs. It's a good one. Long track record as well. So go through and try and find the ones that you're interested in, or have a little look at who I am copying now. You can also click on View All, and it will bring you up an entire list, and then you can tweak the settings to what you want to find the best ones. Please do not just click on like return and say, I'm going to copy this guy because amazing. Some people in here have a very, very, very high return, but they might be in the crypto space, for example. If you copy a popular investor and they have crypto, there is a fee for it, okay? It's 1% of the total amount to buy and 1% to sell. So if he buys $100 worth, it will cost $1. And then if he sells that, whatever it is, $200, it will then cost you 1% of that, so $2, okay? So something to be aware of. You can usually click on their profile or their portfolio, not on their head, and see in there what they're invested in as well. If you see, like on mine as an example, look, CPH equities, it's actually a Saturday today. It's positive, it's moving. And that's because they're all invested in crypto in one way or another. Let's have a look at fund manager. Here he is. He will have crypto in here somewhere. Oops. ETH, Ethereum, there it is. So it's another way of understanding who exactly is invested in crypto at the moment. So be careful with that, please. Another thing, slightly different. I'm going to do a video on this soon. Smart portfolios. These are really cool. So think of an ETF, right? And for those of you who are new to this, an ETF is an exchange traded fund. So it's essentially a pot of different stocks that you can just invest in the pot, and it diversifies all throughout them. So £100 into a pot of say 100 companies like the FTSE 100, it will take £1 and put it into each of them. Okay, the S&P 500 of the largest companies in America, exactly the same thing. eToro basically got their smart portfolios, which are very similar. So you can actually click on AI Revolution. This has had a really good return, and it's a portfolio of right now. Here we go, 35 different companies all in the AI race. So instead of picking out an individual company yourself, you can just copy this. Oh look, I'm already pending. And you can just dollar cost average. So every month put the same amount into this smart portfolio, and it will just invest into each of those companies. Absolutely glorious. I'll do another video on this soon. As you can see, I started doing this a couple of days ago. Click on Smart Portfolio, and I've gone into AI Revolution, Big Tech in the Game, which is a gaming one, and gold, because gold is essentially the backbone of money. So I'm going to trial those and see how they go as well. If you do want to copy someone new, once again, I showed you where to go to, but let's say, there we go, this guy here, who we've already got in there. Click on Invest. Click on the amount you want, I don't know, 500, Click on Update or Buy, and it will do exactly that and start copying them, okay? I think I've got most of these guys in my actual portfolio, so I can't even do anything with them. Let's go to Energy. Who's this chap? Don't know who he is. Copy, there you go. 500, you click on your Invest, bang. It's easy. You sit back, you enjoy your life. And every trade that he does, you copy. Now, just so you are aware, whilst we are here, because it came up on YouTube in one of my comments the other day, Thomas Parry Jones, 𝘤𝘂𝘃 these two chaps here, really, really, really good. But the minimum amount to copy them is $20,000. They've done so well, and they've got so many copiers, they've basically been restricted. I understand why. eToro doesn't want too many people flooding just those two. So it keeps it diversified. So unless you've got 20K in the bank, you won't be able to go near them, unfortunately. But you might have 20K. If you do, look at Thomas. He's fantastic. And finally, everything you see today is in my demo portfolio. Okay, I like to test things. One of the biggest reasons people fail is they go live straight away. They don't test things. Please, for the love of God, test things. If you want to try the eToro demo, click on the link in the comments or in the bio. and it will take you straight through to eToro to use their demo account where you get 100K of free money and you could just play around, copy people and see what you think without having to risk your own cash. If you do decide to put your own money in, do remember your capital is always at risk. It's investing, it happens. But if you start investing and you sit on your hands, you're gonna have a better chance of coming out of it alive. Too many people buy and sell, get emotional, and it all goes tits up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy, please do subscribe, like, give me a follow, give me a comment if you have any questions. I'm always here to answer them if you need. Stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to give you another update on the market. Fingers crossed that the SP 500 picks up and it comes back from its pullback. If it does, these boys should absolutely explode and start a rally. So stay tuned. I'll see you next week. Peace.